Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Joseph Furley Show. This is part 5 of the Rockefeller white papers on COVID-19 and the plan of the globalist. These guys, it's amazing. There's so many holes in their operation, and we're going to expose those holes for you today. Now, the great part about what we're doing is that we're showing you the documentation. We're showing you what they're doing. We're showing you what the next phase is that they're trying to pull off. Now, this is going to take all hands on deck. This election is the most critical election ever in history. This one, November, is going to be important. This is going to be a big deal. So, in this particular video, we're going to show you the fraud of the different actors that are coming out. We've also reviewed the executive order from Governor Greg Abbott. We're not going to cover that in this particular episode. We may cover that as time goes on or in the next series. But there's a massive issue with this. They are already setting the stage up for another lockdown. But here's the great thing, guys. We are winning. I know it doesn't look like that we're winning right now, but we are winning. There's a lot of cool things that have gone on. President Trump and the Attorney General Barr are doing a lot of things in the background. Now, the deep state actors know that they're in trouble. That's why you're seeing all this commotion right now. That's why all of the snakes are starting to pop their heads up. Speaking of snakes, I want to tell you something that's very important that you should get rid of. You may want to move around a little bit without that, because Apple does have a download, as well as the rest of them, that I won't tell you about here, but I'll tell you about on the Joseph Furley Show of what they've done. So it's important for you to click the link below, come over to the josephfarleyshow.com, and you can watch the full video without commercial interruption. We are hoping to do this each week to bring you very important information. Now, I'm trying to do it every day. The only problem is I need some help. I need a tremendous amount of help. Doing the research and putting this together to make sure that you can figure out what's not true or what's slanted a little bit is very time consuming. Our goal is to give you very accurate information. We want to arm you with the truth so you'll know when they start giving you a line about something, you'll have the truthful ammunition to combat it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've talked about this before. This is a spiritual issue. And you better get geared up, because they're attempting, and I'd like to tell you that this thing is going to be over, but it's not. This is going to be a full-out war until the election. Now, there's going to be some hot spots around the country, and you need to prepare for that. You need to get stocked up on some things. Look, I don't sell food. I'm not selling flashlights and trinkets and all kinds of stuff. I'm just telling you, get ready, because the fix is in. Now, listen, here's something that's very important. This thing that we're going through, it's rigged, but it's rigged in our favor. Because if you will not quit, if you will get out there and go vote, they can't beat us. They cannot beat us. Matter of fact, I'm telling you today, July 21st, 2020, that the Democratic Party has shot themselves in the foot. that party will be gone. Now, they'll come up with something else, but it's not going to be good for the Democratic Party. America is getting ready to rise up and to stand. Now, the reason that America is so important is because the way America goes, so goes the rest of the world. You know, a lot of people in America don't really understand this, but the whole world is pulling for America. Now, there are haters all over the world that don't want Trump to get in, but Trump is draining the swamp. He understands what's going on. He understands who's for him and who's against him. Now, if you remember January 31st, when he cut all the flights off, nobody in his administration went along with him. Nobody. Matter of fact, there were a lot of people opposing him. Well, President Trump took note of that. He knows who's with him and who's against him. He also knows that a majority, they call it the silent majority, are with him. The silent majority needs to become active, get involved, and help to expose what's going on. The mainstream media is a total fraud. All the mainstream media, we've already covered this on the show, as far as who owns the mainstream media. There's no reason to go through that again. But none of the mainstream media, it is not independent, it is not fair, and it's not balanced at all. And I know that you have your favorite people that you like to watch on one of the mainstream channels, but you're not getting the truth. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the research, we're going to show you the documents, and we're going to show you black ink on white paper. Now, it's up to you. Depending on what you do, this year will determine the fate of America. Not only for you, but your children and your grandchildren. There's going to be a brand new media starting in 2021 because the fake news media is dying. These people are throwing a fit right now. The deep state knows that they're in trouble. There's a lot going on in the financial markets that we are not privy to. Now, I have a pretty good idea of what's going on, and you'll see it after the election. A lot of the patriots have started to lose a little bit of faith in President Trump. But you have to remember this. He's one guy. $7 billion in cash that he put on the line for the presidency because he realizes if the left, the New World Order, the deep state, if they take over America, so goes the rest of the globe. But he put his money on the line. He put his family on the line. He put everything on the line. Do you think he's going to go along with this? Not a chance in the world. He is the best poker player out there. The best head fake out there. Let me explain about this vaccine for just a moment. This vaccine's coming, but it's not going to come before the election. You're going to see some really cool stuff happen. And there's going to be a lot of fear porn out there. But remember this, ladies and gentlemen, we win. We win. You know, the devil has never won anything. Ever. He's never won anything. He thought that when he killed the King of Glory, that he won. The only problem is that 3 days later, he found out something different. So why would you go with artificial intelligence when you could go with infinite intelligence? This is the greatest battle probably in all of history. And we have been chosen for a time such as this. I'm talking to the sheep, not the goats. And if you understand what that means, you'll understand the rest of the program. It's important, very important, that you spend time understanding and learning the tricks of the enemy. But see, I've read the back of the book. We win, they lose. So, that's why you can have joy. That's why you can feel comfortable in that knowledge. But guys, it's going to get a little dicey. And maybe a little dicey's not the right word to use. It may turn into third world country here in America before this is all over with. And I would recommend that you let certain people take care of all this and stay out of it. Because the devil's not going to give up easy, but he is defeated. Absolutely defeated. We have some really special stuff for you. So watch this and share it. You know, one of the biggest things that you can do is share this video. Once you go over to josephhurleyshow.com, share the video, share the links. Let your friends know what's getting ready to happen. And we can't talk about all of this right now, but when you come over to the josephhurleyshow.com, you'll be able to find out about it. We'll see you real soon.